my face. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about body image and fitness. And so I wanted my friend to introduce herself, and we're going to jump right into the topic.
Hi guys, my name is Ashley Nicole. If you follow me on Instagram, my name is Ashley X Nicole. If you follow me on Snapchat, it's probably Cassius with 3 S's. But yeah, that's who I am.
So I'll make sure I put her social media stuff on the camera so you can see. But I really just wanted to make this video just to bring awareness about just body images and different sizes within just the female community. I know a lot of people, they get stuck on wanting to be like one body type because they see a certain size on like Instagram. But I wanted to just make the point that not all small sizes are deemed as healthy. You could be healthy in whatever size. And the reason why I brought Ashley on is because she is big on fitness just like I am, and clearly we're two different sizes. So we're just going to talk a little bit about our regimen, I guess maybe some of the things we eat, maybe our favorite workouts, and just being comfortable with our body types. So do you want to start?
Sure. I like to consider myself to be a very confident person and someone who's very comfortable in my skin. But I will say around this time last year, I was not comfortable in my skin at all. I was gaining weight, I was getting quote unquote thick, I was, I guess you can say, growing into a mature woman's body, and I didn't know how to accept it. At one point I was using, Ashley, you know, you're getting quote unquote thick, or you're growing into your body because you're 26 years old. I used that as an excuse, and I was not working out at the time. And it hit me, I want to say, probably end of last year, first of this year. I was just going through my phone looking at old pictures, and I was not, I wouldn't say I wasn't happy how I looked, but I kind of got disappointed. I felt like, Ashley, you could do better. And so I was just like, okay, you have to start somewhere. You have to start out either eating right, which is super hard for me, not gonna lie. I'm not the type of person to count calories, count macros. I just actually started looking at the nutrition facts. Don't hate me.
I know all the nutritionists gonna come out at the same time.
Yeah, that's not something I typically do, but I will say I'm trying. And like she said, just because 3 people are small don't mean all 3 people are healthy. In my opinion, I feel like it's how you feel. If you are 300 pounds and you feel good about it and you're working, making strides, that's wonderful, opposed to someone who could be 100 pounds and that may not be healthy. So I think at the end of the day, you just have to be really confident in yourself. You have to know your worth. You have to have self-love, and you just have to set goals. One thing that was on my goal list, I was like, I want to lose inches. I started seeing results, and honest to God, seeing results motivates me. When I see the smallest result, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm going hard tomorrow. And then there's some days when I'm just so bloated, and I'm like, where did my results go? And I want to just revert back to the couch and get cookies. I still have to put it in my mind, like, come on, Ashley, you got to keep going. Although today's a bad day, don't mean tomorrow's going to be a bad day. So that's just how I like to look at this whole fitness thing. And although it's hard at times, I will say it's fun, because I don't think besides being in college and finishing college, I don't think I've had a big challenge like this of my workout journey and trying to stay consistent with it. And when you hear people say, are you losing weight? Are you doing something different? Like, that boosts my confidence. Literally a week ago, I was in the gym, and this older woman who I normally see, and she'd be going hard. Sometimes she'd be putting me to shame. And she was just like, are you the girl that I always see? And I was like, yeah. She was like, have you lost weight? And I was just like, just a little bit. She was like, you lost more than a little bit. I swear to you, for a good week, that was on my mind, and I was in the gym going hard.
No, I think everything that you said was true. I want to start off with, you were saying that you were gaining weight, and you just had to get comfortable in your grown woman body. I feel like for me, it was the opposite. Like, growing up, I mean, I've always been like big breasted, you really couldn't see my hips. I've always had like a gut. And then when I started to see my hips spread a little more, like recently, I was like, oh, this is what a grown woman body is. So I started embracing it because I was like, I finally have curves. Like, I've always been chubby, but to see like curves, that made me so happy. And then, like she said, I started really seeing results. And as I started slimming down on my waist, then I was really able to see my curves. So I just felt like I was popping. But results are addicting, like she said. And I just wanted to add about food. I feel like for me, I've always been active. I was an athlete in high school, just like she was. She was an athlete growing up too. I was an athlete, and so I've always worked out, but it was really what I ate that was hard for me. And I didn't really realize how many carbs I was consuming. I would think, oh, I just had some peanuts or I just had this, but not really understanding how much carbs was in something. And so for me, it was different where, well, it was the same. Like I started really counting like my sodium, my carbs, my sugar. That was the biggest thing I started to really look at. And I found out what works for me doesn't work for everybody. And I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and I was telling her, yo, I had to cut out brown rice, I had to cut out oatmeal, I had to cut out sugar, which is still something I'm working on. But for her, she didn't have to cut out anything. She can eat her brown rice, she can eat her broccoli, she can eat her salmon, and was fine. But for me, it didn't work for me. So I had to learn how to be okay with that, strip everything from my diet if I wanted to see results. What I was going to say was, not all one size is healthy. I remember I was working out with somebody, and she's way smaller than me, and I'm bigger than her, and I was able to have more stamina and endurance when it came to running or when it came to lifting. And I was so shocked because on the outside, quote unquote, she looked healthy, and people would think because she's slim, she's healthy, and because I was bigger that I was unhealthy, when in actuality, I had more endurance, I had more stamina to keep going, I was stronger. So that just showed me that body sizes are different. God made you a certain way. Some people have strong arms, some people have legs. Like I have legs, so I'm really strong in my legs, and I love leg day.
Oh yes, leg day is amazing.
And I hate cardio. But
I hate cardio. You know, okay, I'm glad you brought that up. So typically, I hate cardio, and like she said, growing up, I was very athletic. Did track for 7 years, volleyball. We did cheerleading. That's how we met back in Pop Warner. But running long distance for me, that's out the question. I was basically a sprinter, so running long, I'm not good at that. I'm still working on it. And then also the treadmill. I used to hate the treadmill. I used to feel like I am running and I'm not getting anywhere. So now I like to do HIIT workouts, or I run in intervals, and I will say it's the best workout. I'll walk 2 minutes, run 2 minutes, jog 2 minutes, I'll like walk backwards on the treadmill, and that is probably the best cardio for me.
okay.
I think because I'm switching it up and I'm not getting bored. So with that being said, I think you have to find, when it comes to workouts, you have to find what fits you. And then also, one thing that I just want to say is never use the excuse, I can't work out because I do not have a gym pass. You can literally work out anywhere. You can work out with anything. You just have to, how would you put it? You just have to just get over that hurdle. Like, everything does not have to be done in the gym. Because I used to be the same way. I used to use that as an excuse, and somehow God made 4 gyms accessible to me. And all at one time, and I'm just like, okay, Ashley, you can't use the excuse you don't have a gym pass, because now you got all these gyms popping up. But still to this day, like going to the gym, sometimes I just don't want to be in a gym setting. Sometimes I just want to have a personal workout at my house or in my garage or outside. So you just have to use your resources. If you want it bad enough, you'll do anything to get it. That's how I like to look at it when I'm a little down.
Okay, so I like what Ashley said when she was talking about not having an excuse about working out. I'm one of those people where I don't typically like the gym. I would prefer like a track or like a trail, because I get bored in the gym. I get bored of the same view. I get tired of the treadmill because I'm not going anywhere. So recently, I've actually fell in love with the Stairmaster. We had a love-hate relationship, and I started off doing like 10 minutes, and then I worked my endurance up to almost 45 minutes on a Stairmaster to the point where I love it. One, because I get the best sweat. Two, because I start seeing results after doing it. But I'm one of those people where I have to switch it up. Like she said, I get tired of the gym, so I have a jump rope in my trunk. So it's never an excuse to get moving. So I'll dance. I go to different fitness classes, like Zumba, turbo kickboxing, just so I'm not doing the same old thing and getting burnt out. A lot of people, they get discouraged because they'll go to the gym, they'll run on the treadmill, they get tired of the treadmill, and then they don't want to do it anymore. So I had to find out creative ways to keep me motivated. So I like to dance, I like to box, turbo kickboxing, jump rope. I have a million sports equipment in my trunk. I like to go to the tennis court and shoot around, play tennis, go to the basketball court, shoot around. I have a volleyball. Like, I literally have every sport, I feel like, in my trunk, just so if I'm bored and I call a friend up like, hey, let's go to the tennis court on Thursday, we already have it scheduled. And that's literally like my run and my cardio for the day, and we're out there for hours having fun, not even realizing that we're working out. So you definitely just have to find out what works for you. Like, a gym might not work for you, and if it doesn't, if you live in an apartment, you can use the stairs. If you go up and down the stairs, if you have a jump rope, if you like to dance, like I said, just find ways to get moving and not get easily discouraged because of that. Your body will thank you, and you'll feel better in the process.
Yeah, like that was like on point. Because also, I honestly just started working out in a big gym setting. At first, I started out in my apartment gym, which is on a small scale, maybe one other person's in there with me. And then I started working out at work. Luckily, we have a gym on site, and that was the same. The gym's a little bigger, but also there's not too many people. But about a month ago, my boyfriend got me a membership to 24-Hour Fitness, and Lord behold, first time there, you walk in, you see all this equipment, you don't know what it do. You're just looking like, where do I begin? Then you get on the equipment and you're like, is my form right? Am I doing this correctly? Then you like, are people looking at me thinking I don't know how to do this because my form is off? So the gym can be definitely overwhelming. But one thing I will say that I have done on Fridays, I go to the gym around midnight when there's no one in the gym, and I can experiment on different equipment. I can come up with my own routines, and I will literally be in the gym for 2 hours because it's so serene. So and then you also just have to find like a good time. Typically, 24-Hour Fitness out here by me do not go between the hours of 5 and 7:30 because it's a madhouse. Yeah. You're gonna be waiting for equipment. So if you want to try the gym setting, kind of just maybe go at an off time, and maybe you'll feel a little comfortable. Because I do.
One thing that I fell in love with like 3 years ago was hiking.
I love hiking.
I'm not an outdoorsy type chick, and so in my mind, hiking was like, you have that really thin stick, and you're like literally climbing up rocks. And if you're in the Dallas area, I guess Duncanville/Cedar Hill, they have a hiking trail called Cedar Ridge Preserve. I started going there 3 years ago and never looked back. Like, that's usually my Saturday routine. I'll go in the morning. One, I don't go alone because you just never know. It's a lot of people out there, but these days people are crazy.
Everyone's crazy, so they prove you wrong.
Pretty much. I keep a stick with me. Like, the first time I went, it was amazing, but it was scary because I saw signs that was like, beware of snakes and watch this. And on my way out, after I made it out after an hour, it was like a long stick on the ground, and I thought that was a sign. So I grabbed the stick and I never put it down. I keep it in my trunk, so when I go on Saturdays, that stick is for animals, that stick is for people, that stick is for snakes, spider webs. I mean, it ain't a lot of spider webs out there, but you just never know what you'll see, so I keep it handy. But it is amazing. It takes me maybe 45 minutes to an hour. Sometimes I jog it, sometimes I just walk. Sometimes it's strenuous. It is a lot of hills. It's very steep going up and down, so it's very tiring. But it's a full body workout, which I love. And yeah, I feel like I have a funny story about that, but I'm gonna save it for
story time.
I know, maybe another time, but I'll save it. But yeah, hiking is like.
Also, if you're gonna start your workout journey, try and see if you can get people involved with you as like accountability partners, your friends, your significant other, your family. Try and get somebody. And then also, if those people are not on your journey with you, but you notice they're working out, compliment people. Send them a text. Hey, you know, you're motivating me. Hey, you're doing good. Motivation goes a long way. Of course, we know what we're doing. And we want to, it's just like if you do good on a project, you want your teacher to say, you know, you did really good on that project. That just boosts your self-esteem up. So just I would say, be a good friend, a good family member, and just when credit is due, give it. I'm not saying you have to write them a paragraph, you have to go into specific details. Just a good job, keep it up, you're working hard, you're motivated. Because that goes a long way.
Yeah, and you never know how a compliment will make somebody feel. Like she was saying before, the lady at the gym, when she was just like, "You're looking good, you losing weight." Girl, you're losing weight. Those words
are golden.
Will just take you like so far, and you will be so motivated, like she said. So you never know what motivation you could be for somebody just saying that, like she said. And you never know during your time who will send you that text message. It could be that same person. Like, I see you on your Grizzy. I see you on your fitness journey, you know, and they compliment you and be accountability for you.
That's so true. Because trying to become one with the fitness world is not easy. Not easy by any means. Like I said, it's a challenge for me every day. When I think I got it, no, I don't. It's still a challenge.
Yeah, so we were actually wanting to do this setting outside because we just finished working out. If you can tell, we're both in workout clothes, so we weren't trying to be posers and just throw on some workout gear to make it look like
I feel like my face is a little ashy. My hair
my face is oily. That's why I have this hat on. But so we legit just got finished working out. It was a great workout. But I guess I'll end the video here. The biggest thing is just get moving. And don't be discouraged about your body type. God made you your way for a reason.
Exactly.
So to not like how you look is kind of insulting to God, because it's kind of like He did a disservice when He made you, or He messed up when He was creating you. So just know
He did not mess up at all.
He didn't mess up. Like, I'm bigger, she's smaller, we both healthy, we both in the gym daily. But it's all about getting moving and what you need.
And don't make excuses. Whatever you do, don't make excuses. And remember, it's all mental.
Oh, it is.
Talk yourself up. Wake up in the morning. Ashley, you're going to the gym today. During your day, Ashley, we're going to the gym after work. Before you go to the gym, Ashley, we're about to go to the gym. Even when you're in the gym, Ashley, keep it up. Keep pushing. I literally talk to myself throughout the day. I'll wake up and be like, today, rest day. And somehow I end up in the gym at 7 o'clock going harder than ever. And it's all mental. So and then pray about it. You have to pray about it. There's so many times I prayed, Lord, you know, see me through this journey. Allow me to stay consistent. You know, give me the strength. Give me the willpower. Pray about it. You pray about it. You speak it into existence. It will happen. God is there throughout this journey. Talk to Him about it.
Absolutely. So, hope you were inspired by this video. If you have any questions, feel free to comment or go to my Instagram. You know, I'll put it on the screen. I'll also link her Snapchat and Instagram on there. Follow her. She's dope. She's a fashion stylist. She a little bit of everything. So yeah, follow her. And she's going to be creating a YouTube soon, if I can put that out there.
You can definitely put it out there. I'll be dropping teaser videos in June, and my YouTube will be full blown in July. I'm so nervous and excited, but be on the lookout. We'll have more videos like this, more collabs for sure.
Yes.
So be on the lookout.
Okay, well, y'all subscribe. Like I said before, it feels so weird saying subscribe because I never thought I'd be doing this. But do it. Stay tuned for the next video. We'll see you next time.
Bye.